PRC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Tuesday, the 3rd day of November. James Spann here, and hey, what can you say? We've got a pretty simple forecast package this week. Now, next week, though, a different story as things get active again. Let's go right to some of the Skycam shots, and hey, how about those fall colors? Boy, that's nice. That's coming from Mount Cheaha. I mean, I could spend all of October and November up there. That's Alabama's highest mountain, south of Anniston. State Park up there. It's Cheaha State Park. The camera's on top of the restaurant, and that's the kind of view you get when you eat up there. It is a true treasure we have in this state. Of course, the sky clear. Another treasure, the Gulf Coast. That's our Skycam from the Phoenix All Suites overlooking the Gulf of Mexico. I often mention how nice it is in the fall down there. And did you know we have a camera at Callaway Gardens in Georgia? Yes, we do. And it's a bright sunny day over there as well. Again, much of the nation very quiet. No severe weather, no winter storms, no flooding issues, just a dry air mass over much of the nation. Broad northwest flow aloft here, and temperatures a little warmer than forecast, by golly. We had forecast 68 today. We beat that by 5. Birmingham sitting at 73. We do think the numbers come down tomorrow with a reinforcing surge of cool air. Rain for the next 5 days, not a drop. This is valid through Sunday morning at 7. So let's look at the tropics. Guys are ramping up the possibility of a little tropical system forming in the far southwest Caribbean near the coast of Central America. Honduras and Nicaragua. The computer models, some bring it into Central America with no development. Some bring it north. And we'll watch that. This could become Ida. But I wouldn't worry about it up here. By the way, there's the analogs. We always like to look at the top 10 analogs for this. The number one analog is Beta from 2005. That was the crazy season where we ran out of names and went to the Greek alphabet. And they've even got 1999's Katrina in there. And that's not the big Katrina from 5 years ago. That was another one. But all of those, or most, well, really none of them got up in the Gulf. And even if it does get up in the Gulf, look at this SSTs, the sea surface temperatures. It's cool just off the coast. I checked the Gulf Shores, or the Dauphin Islands Sea Lab, and the water is only 65 degrees Fahrenheit this afternoon. So obviously, with water like that, we're not going to worry about it here. But we do note that pool of warm water down there in the western Caribbean. So sure, something could gather strength in the deep tropics, but if it tried to move up here, it would fizzle. This is the GFS, the 12Z run, valid at 1 o'clock tomorrow, 1 o'clock Wednesday. Broad trough over the east. You can see a vortex coming down the backside of that thing. And again, with the passage of each one of those, that will just kind of reinforce the dry air. So tomorrow, sunny, we think a bit cooler than today with highs back in the upper 60s. Thursday, beautiful day. Same thing Friday. What about the weekend? Well, we'll be in good shape. There's Saturday. Ridging beginning to build in from the south, and that should be a day kind of like today. Low and mid-70s likely with a sunny sky after a cool start. And Sunday, same deal. Fantastic weather. Next week, get into model madness here. Let's look and see what this run shows us. Monday, a moisture return off to the west. And then Tuesday, the model lifts a strong vortex way north of here, and ridging really holds. And all of a sudden now it looks fairly dry. There might be a few scattered showers with that, with a moist air mass, but the main dynamics way north of here. So as you can see, now we're getting into the situation where every run looks different. We're not going to change anything. We've still got a good chance of showers and storms on Tuesday. Let's look at the future runs and see what happens. Wednesday of next week, the moisture creeping in here. That looks fairly wet. And Thursday of next week, a moist air mass, but the better dynamics will stay up north. And then out there at the end of the week, a broad southwest flow aloft, trough out west. Looks a little unsettled. So at some point, inevitably, we will get into some rain next week. Whether it's early or later in the week, we just don't know yet. And the end of the forecast, the 19th of November. Well, again, model madness. The run we showed you this morning had a big cold air shot coming in here. This keeps the cold air up north with a polar jet stream up north. Looks awfully cold up there, but As we all know, that's why we call it Voodoo Country. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog, the next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on TV this evening. That's ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful evening, and God bless.
Each day, there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the faces that I see, all of the places close to me, they're all part of all the best things about home.
Sharing your stories on ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.